Welcome to another pool school. We're going to do a review of automatic chlorine dosers or dispensers to compare and contrast between what's commonly on the market. So we're going to review the Rolachem. So the Rolachem are the liquid dosers, so they dose in liquid chlorine and acid, or combinations of both. The standard salt chlorinator, there's a new salt chlorinator, the Astral Equilibrium, and there's also the Hayward chromatolyzer. So we'll just go through. So what does what? As far as chlorine control goes, Rolachems definitely have chlorine control. We'll give that a tick in the form of ORP, which is oxidation reduction potential. There's a previous pool school video about that if you want to go and find out what that is. A standard chlorinator is a dumb chlorinator. It just produces the setting that you have for the time that you've got it set for. It doesn't know whether it's under chlorinated or over chlorinated, so that requires you to regularly test and adjust. Or if you don't regularly test, then it's very easy to have far too much chlorine in there or too little. Pool goes green, etc. The Astral Equilibrium also, yes, definitely does chlorine control, again in the form of ORP. And the chromatolyzer does as well, and it actually does a P parts per million test. We've got a chromatolyzer video already uploaded to the pool school site as well. So pH control for a healthy pool, remembering that the pH should be around about 7.5 to make sure that the chlorine in the water is effective. So again, the Rolachem, mostly they do. You can get Rolachem models that don't have pH control, but most people have the ORP pH control models. So it definitely has pH control. Standard chlorinator, no. The Astral Equilibrium, yes. Now that's with the kits. That's the other thing. The Equilibrium comes by itself, and then you can get a ORP upgrade kit and a pH upgrade kit. I'd highly recommend doing both. And chromatolyzer, yes, pH. Ongoing costs. So the Rolachem is probably the most expensive, or we'll call that the worst, mainly because you have to buy your liquid chlorine. Instead of having your liquid chlorine produced for you free of charge via the salt chlorinator, you have to buy your liquid chlorine to keep your drums topped up. Standard chlorinator, yep. These are all salt chlorinators, so your costings on all of those are pretty good. Probably a drawback with the chromatolyzer is the reagents. So the cost of the reagents to do its testing is a little bit more, whereas this one and this one uses electronic testers. Pump control. So this is really something which is the Equilibrium's domain, so it has pump control. And that is for the P280, P320 and P600 models of the Astral energy efficient pumps. Rolachems, no, no, and no. So the way the Equilibrium goes is if the pool has had its amount of turnovers that it needs for the day, it's pumped through enough water, goes into energy saving mode, continues to monitor the chlorine and the pH in the water, and if and when it needs to do some dosing or produce a little bit more chlorine to get the ORP up, it tells the machine, the pumps to fire up and go faster, doses in the amount of chlorine it needs till it's happy with the ORP, and then it drops the pump back down to energy saving mode. Automation compatible. They'll all go into automation. So as a, I guess as a dumb machine, the automation fires it up. It's left on manual on, and it turns on and operates. But again, the equilibrium also gives you some data capabilities. Bit of a bells and whistles type thing, but it does have a little bit there where you can see back on your phone what the readings are and what it's doing. The other important thing to note, if you have a small pool, your standard chlorinator, you have to be very careful with a standard chlorinator. We'll say question mark to not good, because it's very hard to get a very small standard chlorinator nowadays. With a tiny pool, it's very easy to over chlorinate. We've got customers out there who come into the shop, and even in the middle of summer they've only got the chlorinator on the very smallest setting, and even then it's over chlorinating the water. Their chlorine is too high. The Rolachems are good because it's constantly measuring the ORP. Your equilibrium, good because it's again constantly measuring, as is your chromatolyzer. So if you've got a small pool, you have to be very careful about going with a standard chlorinator. It would be very easy to over chlorinate the pool far too much. So that's a basic rundown of them. If there's any questions that you have, feel free to drop me a line and I'll answer them. We've been putting in a lot of these in the last few months and been very impressed with the way the pools are coming up and the way they're maintaining the pool chemistry. Done a lot of chromatolyzers in the past as well. They're quite good at what they do, and of course the Rolachems have been around for a long time and they're excellent as well. And so just as a review, probably between the Rolachem, equilibrium and the chromatolyzer, the equilibrium there on the ongoing costs would be a winner because it's an electronic sensor and it's producing all the chlorine from the salt water. So thanks very much for watching again. As I said, get back to me if you've got any other questions, any other things that you want to know about your pool. Send me in an email or give us a call and I'll do a video like this just for you. Thank you. Bye.